Hello world.
Hello, everybody.
Welcome to Rocky Road to Success. I am Gloria Rand, one of your co-hosts, and sitting next to me virtually from California is the lovely Elizabeth Scarcella.
Hi, everybody.
And we are so excited about, or at least I am excited. I think Elizabeth's excited too.
Me too.
Yeah, about launching this. What we are about and what this whole premise of this program is to do is it's to give you the real scoop on business success and talking with entrepreneurs and small business owners about some of the mistakes and roadblocks that they've run into when they were getting their business going and the lessons learned. So that the idea is to help you if you're just getting started or even if you've been at it for a little while, but to try to shorten your learning curve and get you motivated and get you really down that road to success a little bit easier and smooth out some of the bumps and make it a little bit better. So for those of you who don't know me, just briefly, I'll share my story a little bit, and then I'm going to turn it over to Elizabeth. Again, my name is Gloria Rand, and I am an internet marketing expert. I specialize in working with small business owners to help them to get attract their ideal client online. And I do it by helping them with their content for their website, helping them with really all aspects of their marketing, email marketing, social media, all that fun stuff. And so, yeah, that's a little bit about me. And Elizabeth, tell everyone about you. What's your expertise?
So I have a background in counseling. For many, many years, I've been a counselor, a holistic counselor. So looking at the root cause of our issues and knowing that whatever is bothering us isn't really what is bothering us. There's a bigger root cause. And since that time, after 20 years in private practice or so, I have decided to launch Go Get Young. And Go Get Young is an online portal, a place for people over 40 to come and learn about longevity. And in my world, there is more than just anti-aging medicine, but all different aspects to keeping us young. And I'm so excited to be sharing this message, and I'm so excited to be helping entrepreneurs because it has been a very rocky road for me to be able to find out what it is that I want to do. You can ask Gloria. She has been with me through the thicks and thins of trying everything and nothing really hitting, nothing really being the cherry on top, if we will. And I feel like this is it. And so I'm just so excited to be here to help y'all and see if there's some information we can impart amongst ourselves and with any of the entrepreneurs we bring in on the future that are guests.
Absolutely. Yeah. And that was one thing I didn't get to say at the beginning is that we figured for this inaugural episode that we would sort of interview each other and share our experiences with you so you get to know us a little bit. But we've got guests lined up for, I think like about the next almost 2 or 3 months already. Yes. So it's really exciting. And I'll tell you about next week's guest at the end of the program because she's pretty cool. And so it's been really, I really feel that this is a unique opportunity to take advantage of the new technology that's out there and just, to be able to help as many people as we can. Because I know, like you, Elizabeth, that's what I'm all about is helping business owners and helping you to be able to make a positive impact in the world. So let's get the ball rolling. And what is like maybe one of your biggest mistakes or that you made or stumbling block that you made when you were getting started, even if you want to go back to, when you first launched your coaching business?
Well, the biggest mistake that I've made throughout this entire time, I can honestly say, is not believing in myself. Really. Yes, it isn't like I picked a wrong investor or I spent all my money. I mostly didn't get the results that I wanted because I didn't believe in myself, and then I'd quit. Even if I didn't physically quit, I quit in my mind, or doubt creeped in way too much. And then I would get scared, and then you know what happens when you get scared and you have doubt, it stops everything. And then I'd be right about my doubts and question myself and stop moving forward, because what if I'm doing the wrong thing? I don't want to waste time. So then I just do nothing. Yep. That's probably been my biggest challenge.
Yeah. So how did you overcome that finally? What were you able to do?
Well, I don't know that I finally overcame it.
Okay. Well, the process then. How are you overcoming it? Let's
Yes. Yes. And thank you for that qualification.
Yeah.
I am overcoming it by knowing that I need to keep plugging forward, and that there is no end. That this Go Get Young that I'm doing, or this Blab that we're doing, Rocky Road to Success, is a piece of the greater puzzle. And there isn't an end place to get to. There's just another step to take.
I love that. That is so awesome. I like how you said that. That's really great.
Thank you.
Yeah. So what if? Well, actually, no. You know what? This is our first time. I'm cheating and going back to my notes because I had some.
Yes. Well, and here we are showing people that you don't have to have it all together.
Yeah,
you don't have to have it all together. You just have to believe that you are taking the next step. And maybe the next step's not the right step, but it's a step.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
what's important. Put one foot in front of the other.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, absolutely. It's a journey, you know.
Yes.
I've been listening to affirmations, and one of them is where, you know, is that, yeah, success is, it's not just this end thing. It's a constant journey, and we have to, because I think if we're, you know, if you're not growing, you're dying. So you're going to have to kind of keep at it, and things are going to evolve, and you're going to run into detours and things. But if you just put one foot in front of the other. I just had a song. There's some strange song going through my head about that. There's some old song. It's like, I don't know, but anyway.
I think of some Disney song, like Jiminy Cricket sing it or something.
Right, yeah, it's like, you know, just one foot in front of the other. Is that it? I swear.
Yes, it's exactly it. Yes,
oh my God.
Yes.
Okay.
Good thing you sang that and not me, because everybody would run away.
No.
Yeah.
Well, is there any kind of like motto or quote that you refer to maybe when you find yourself, you know, kind of, you know, struggling with things, or, you know, that kind of lifts you up again?
Well, there are several that come to mind. And one of the thought leaders I turn to all the time is Wayne Dyer. Unfortunately, he's not on this earth with us anymore, at least not physically, but he has always been someone I've turned to. He seems very grandfathery to me, and has us believe, or at least for me, he has me be able to believe that there's something else that's going to happen, and that you need to just keep receiving. Because what we end up doing, I don't know if anyone in the audience has figured this out, or you yourself, Gloria, is that, like I was saying, is that when things aren't going well, we tend to retreat, we tend to hide, we tend to pull away. And then we stop all receiving of any sort. So if you can believe that goodness is coming, that the right thing is coming in some fashion, form, or way, then you will stay in a receiving pattern, and eventually the right thing is going to show up.
Yeah, I love that. Yeah, I love Wayne Dyer. I love listening to him. I don't know if you just heard my dog shaking it. She just walked in my office. Yeah, he really had a lot of good wisdom to impart. But I agree that that's what you do need to do. And I kind of lost my train of thought there. The dog distracted me. Because I was at a workshop over the weekend called the Millionaire Mind Experience, and that was one of the things they've talked about, and just really having the faith in yourself and keeping going is just a big part of how you can, you know, you're never going to achieve your goals and dreams if you don't just keep at it and just keep working on it. And sometimes you have to just keep taking those little steps to get there, and it'll work. It'll work eventually.
And be in the receiving mode.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, to be in the receiving mode, because if you shut yourself off, that's it. Yeah, that was the one thing. Yeah, we talked about, I think, and especially a lot of women, I think in particular, we always want to give of ourselves, and we always want to give, and we don't do enough of the receiving. But if you don't receive, then you're depriving somebody else of giving to you. So
exactly. Yeah.
yeah, and so I've gotten much better at like accepting compliments, for instance, because I was notorious to be like, oh, that's no big deal, oh, whatever. But now it's
Hmm.
like if someone compliments me, I say thank you.
Yes.
That's all you got to say. It's just thank you.
Right. And there, or the other thing I would do is I would deflect by saying, oh, no, 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 but I like your blouse, or, oh, I like your earrings.
Right.
And, and I honestly don't think that people compliment one another in order to get a compliment back. So there's
Right.
some people, but I think most people genuinely feel something and they want to express it.
Right.
So how dare I take that away from them?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, spot on. I love it. I love
it.
See, that's why we get along, because we share a lot of the same philosophies. So it's very
Of
good.
course we do. Of course we do. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, well, here's another, because we kind of talked about some of the negative stuff, but let's talk about something positive. So what kind of triumphs have you experienced that, that we can show entrepreneurs that, good stuff will come. So what kind of good things have you experienced on this journey?
Yeah, so I have fortunately had more successes than I have failures. And I have tried to work with different demographics. I started off working with golfers on the mental game, and that went really, really well. And then it wasn't going well. And then I transferred over to people that have been abused, and I still do a lot of that. And then working with people with digestive distress. And the only reason why I'm talking about all these different demographics is because, and it just goes back to that, you have to keep trying. You have to keep trying. And so that's probably been my biggest success, is to keep on reinventing myself. And now even doing Go Get Young, I mean, that is such a far departure from sitting in an office one-on-one talking to people about their issues. My platform is completely different, and maybe in other episodes we can get more into that, but this is not the point of that. But really, the triumphs are just really reinvention. And it just keeps going right back to receiving and believing and knowing that there's something closer and closer and closer that you're going to get to that feeds you the way you want to be fed.
Awesome. I love it. I love it. Very good. Cool. Well, do you have like maybe one other little piece of advice that you would give someone maybe starting out? I mean, other than the believe in and receiving, anything other specific?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Don't try and do it all on your own. Don't try and save the money to do your own website or to do your own SEO. And I'm not purposely plugging Gloria here, but really that was a big problem, is you have to have a team. You have to have a team. There's no way. We weren't created to do things on our own. If we were, then we would all live on little continents by ourselves. But we're here to work with each other. So please don't be I wonder, I don't know if this is true, but you hear the term solopreneur, right? Like you're in business by yourself. Right. I hate that. I really don't like that at all, because I feel like that word means you need to do it all yourself, and you don't. And I guess the piece of advice I would give, or the tip I would give, other than just expressing my philosophy, is even if you think you can't afford to have a team, talk to people that you might have something that they need. Maybe you can trade.
Right.
You just never know.
Yeah.
Maybe what you offer, the product or service you offer, they need, or they know someone who needs it, and there can be this big workaround. Really just be open to people working together and figuring it out, because you do need a team.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, you kind of stole my thunder a little bit, because
I'm sorry.
No, it's okay, because that was going to be what was the biggest mistake I made, and that is it. Is that feeling that I had to do it all myself? Because when I first started my business, I did my website myself. I was just trying to handle all aspects of the business. And when you put it that way, when you talked about the solopreneur not being a good label, I never really thought about it like that, but I totally agree with you. It makes perfect sense, because it's not something you really want to aspire to, especially if you want to grow your business and you want to be able to make it bigger. You have to have a team. And so, like I said, that's one of the biggest mistakes I made. And I would say the other one, though, and I'm still struggling with I'm working on having a team. I should say I do have an assistant right now who's helping me.
We know.
With a big project, and that, if we have time, I may mention at the end today, or definitely in another time. But and I even today I got out of my comfort zone, because one of the services I've offered clients was helping them do local video SEO. And in the past, I actually created the video for the client, and so it managed to get, editing it, really, doing all that. And how challenging that can be to edit. Yeah. So I decided today, this is ridiculous. Because my client is a jeweler, and she's got all these lovely pictures, and I'm going to have to put them together, match it with the voiceover. I'm like, this is nuts. This is crazy. So I went and called somebody today to get a price and have him do it. And I'm going to be contacting him tomorrow and saying, yes, you need to do this for me, because this is not where I want to spend my time. This is not what's going to be bringing in the income that I want. To
be able to help people the most.
Right. Yeah.
Because they need your creativity, not your skill ability.
Right. Yeah. Not the technical stuff. And I was trying to remember, I was at a conference last year. It was a boot camp, and they talked about the importance of figuring out the tasks that you do in your business. Are they ones that are bringing in, are they $25 tasks, or are they $100 tasks, or are they $1,000 tasks? Because you want to be concentrating your time on the ones that are really going to bring in the most money, not these other little piddly things. So outsourcing is your friend. So that's like my one advice, and is to do that, because that was definitely one of the biggest.
Outsourcing is amazing. And also, just as you had said a moment ago, that we're all here to help each other. And if you're outsourcing, then you're giving work to somebody else. Right. So you're giving to somebody else so you can receive more.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, absolutely. We're keeping the economy working by other people and helping them to be able to grow their businesses. So if you're hiring them, it's a much better way to do. Because again, if you want to be able to provide a product or service to as many people as you can, and if you get stuck where you're not able to fulfill that, then number one, you're depriving your customers, because you're not able to fulfill it. So you're depriving them of getting whatever it is that you have. And then you're also then you're keeping yourself stuck. You're not being able to grow as far as you want, and then you're not helping other business owners too, who could help you out and save you time and frustration and all those good things.
Yes. So what was it that dawned on you? What kind of was the aha? Why did you have that aha, do you think?
Yeah, I think probably one of it was when I was probably trying to do a big event, or maybe a webinar or something, and just feeling so stressed out, because I was trying to do all my regular client work, and then I wanted to be able to do all this other marketing work for my business, and so not having enough time to be able to do the two things. But so I finally said, okay, this is crazy. I need to get some help. But I will say is that one of the important lessons I learned in that process, and if you are going to hire someone like, say, a virtual assistant, is you need to, number one, set ground rules beforehand and figure out how you're going to work together and what they're going to be responsible for, how you're going to communicate on a regular basis. Because the first time I hired someone, we didn't really have all that stuff worked out. And then I was getting frustrated because I wasn't hearing from her. And I think she was probably frustrated because I wasn't giving her clear direction on what to do. So I've gotten better. That is still a work in progress, but is coming up with, figuring, establishing ground rules with people and saying, okay, let's check in once a week so I know where you're what you are working on and what you need help with, how I can better assist you, and things like that, and keeping the lines of communication.
Right. So just like in any relationship, there has to be ground rules and boundaries, because how do you know if you are meeting someone's expectations, or how do they know that your expectations are being met if you don't have a framework to work from?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, so I mean, as being a counselor for all these years, I can tell you that most people come to me about anxiety or stress that they have, and the stress or anxiety obviously has to do with another human being. It's rarely our dog. We don't go to counseling because our dogs are bothering us, right? And it comes down to communication. It comes down to, well, you know, she said blah, blah, blah. And I have to always say, but do you know what she meant? Why would she have said this? Or why would he have said this? So I think that you're really talking about something really big, even though we're slightly off topic, we really aren't. It's about knowing who you're working with, knowing your team. And, oh, good, Kevin Chow, CAO joined. Thank you very much, Kevin. Thank you. We're talking right now, just because you joined in, about, oh, thank you for the claps. I like that. We're talking, Kevin, about the rocky road to success and some of the stumbling blocks that we've made, Gloria and I ourselves, and what we're learning, or what we have learned, so that we can continue to promote our businesses to be able to help the most amount of people, because that's what our goal is to help people, right? We're not doing this for our own good. We're doing this to help others, which is why we're successful.
That's right. Yeah. When you put your clients first and put their needs first, the universe, I think, responds, certainly. And
totally.
Because if you're coming from a place of giving and just being open and willing to help people, then you're going to receive. What is it? Zig Ziglar. His favorite expression is that if you help enough people get what they want, then you're going to be able to get what you want. And I firmly believe that.
And that goes to my favorite quote by Wayne Dyer. Remember, you were asking me a minute ago. Thank you for the applause, Kevin. Was what is your favorite quote? And I said, gosh, there's so many of them, but one of them comes in my head right now, and that's, you're important enough to ask.
I like that. Yeah.
And blessed enough to receive.
Very
good. So that's just what we're saying, is that we need to ask for help. We need to have team members, and we need to receive that so that we can keep giving back.
Yeah, absolutely. I love that. Yeah, he's a wise person, and a lot of great stuff. I know one of my other favorite quotes that I have is that if you want to achieve something, if you're, I know I'm messing it up right now, but it's like, if you want to, if you reach for the, I think it goes something like, if you reach for the moon and you fall, at least, or if you reach for, oh, forget it. I've messed it up. I know it's something about if you just reach a little bit and you fall, you wind up in the mud. But if you reach for the moon, at least you're going to get some stars.
Yes.
So
you'll get. Yeah, exactly. You'll get caught on the stars or something. Yeah, I know exactly what you mean.
You got to have big dreams and be willing to take steps to go for it.
Yes.
And then you're going to have a much better chance of being able to achieve your
right. Yes. Okay, so kind of wrapping things up here. Wow, our half hour has gone by really quickly, and I'm so glad that we have this first inaugural one under our belt, and we are knowing that we're on the right path to helping more people succeed. Absolutely. So, in conclusion, if there's just one little thing that you would like some help with, I would love to be of service to you. And it's really simple. All you have to do is go to my blog. And my blog is gogetyoung.tv. Now, even if you're not over 40, you'll probably find some good information there. So it's a lifestyle blog helping people, like I said, over 40, find youthfulness, longevity, fun, and affirmation in all areas of their life. So please come to gogetyoung.tv.
Love it.
Do we know how to do a link, how to put the link? It says drop any link here.
Yeah, we can. Let me see if I can do that.
I'm typing it in right now.
You're typing it in? Okay, yeah, go ahead. Because I was testing that out the other day.
Huh? I don't know if it worked. Oh well.
Oh, yes, it did because it's popping up.
Okay, great, awesome.
Yeah,
and how about you, Gloria? What would you like people to know in conclusion?
Well, yeah, what I would say is if you need any help with your online marketing, and if you're either struggling to get your website to be able to reach the number of people that you want, definitely you can go to my website, gloriarand.com. And actually, if you go to gloriarand.com/dare, D-A-R-E, you could learn about an event that I'm hosting in October. It's going to be a 3-day live event where we're going to be talking about how, well, daring you to succeed by providing some tools in order to help you get there, and teaching you about online marketing, how to generate leads for your business, how to get the right money mindset, because that's so important, and lots of other
Great.
But
that sounds awesome.
Yeah. Let me just,
is there anything else?
Yeah, I was going to say before we end, I just wanted to mention who's going to be on next week, if that's okay.
Oh, yeah, that'd be great.
I went and copied this down. So our guest next week is going to be Nancy Ferrari. And
whoa, I like that last name.
Yeah, I know. Isn't it great? Well, she's like an author or speaker, a coach. She basically she is CEO of the Nancy Ferrari Media Network, and she shares her messages focused on higher consciousness, soul purpose, being in service to others, what we've been talking about here, and paying forward to the community of life within her giving spirit. So it'll be interesting to talk to her next week about some of the, little pitfalls and things she's encountered on her road to success. And I bet it's going to be very interesting. So I'm looking forward to
Yes, I can't wait for that. Awesome. So join us next week, same time, same place.
That's right.
2 p.m. Pacific time and 5 p.m. Eastern time.
Yeah, absolutely. And you can go ahead and I think the next one, if you go ahead and search on Blab, you can find it and you can subscribe to it. But definitely just plan on coming back next week, and we are happy to get there. Oh, you know what? I don't know if we've got, since we do have actually a couple people in here, or at least one. I don't know if Kevin, if you have any questions you wanted to do.
Kevin left.
Real quick.
Kevin left.
Oh, Kevin left? Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right. Okay. So, but anyway, all right. So, well, next time, hopefully we'll get some more folks in here and we'll get them answered.
Yeah. Awesome. All right. Well, everybody have a great week, and we'll see you next Thursday on Blab, the Rocky Road to Success.
Absolutely. Bye.
Bye now.